Hey, dethroning community. It's Monday evening, little after 7. I just had to come on and share something that happened for me this morning and wondering if any of you out there that are watching this can relate to what I'm about to say. So if you do, please comment below. I have been very busy lately, managing 2 businesses. 2 out of my 3 kids are home. And I decided this morning that I needed to go to yoga because I had not taken care of my physical well-being in a long time. And you can hear there's somebody blowing leaves while I'm doing my Facebook Live. Anyway, so I went to yoga and hi Tracy, thanks for watching. I went to yoga this morning and it was a great class, and I'm sitting there in Shavasana, and all of a sudden I realized that I missed a 9:30 meeting with my dethroning team of people that support me, support Emily and me in creating this business. And I had a 9:30 meeting and I completely missed it. And I went into full inner critic mode. I had a huge pit in my stomach. I started having an entire rant in my head. What is wrong with you? How irresponsible are you? You really need to get your shit together. You need to set up different systems. This is not who you want to be. As a business person, I felt like crying. I was shaking. And I'm laughing now. It wasn't funny this morning. And I really got to see myself go down that familiar rabbit hole that, if I really look, I've gone down for my whole life, right? When I make a mistake and don't show up the way that I want to show up in the world, my inner critic swallows me whole and just takes over and starts her familiar rant. And I just had to come on and share that with you because one of the things that I am so grateful for is that I get to practice the dethroning your inner critic methodology every day. And I was probably immersed in my inner critic for, I would say, a good half hour. And I ended up calling Emily, and she got me out of it by having me return to remembering who I am, who my authentic self is, as opposed to who my inner critic always says that I am. And I just started thinking about who I would be if I didn't have the methodology and the practice of continually separating myself from my inner critic. Thank goodness I was only there for a half an hour because it was such an uncomfortable place to be. So I wanted to share all of that with you, and I'd love to hear from some of you if you can relate to that familiar rabbit hole where you beat yourself up for making a mistake or not doing something the way that you wanted to, or showing up in your life in a way that you're not committed to. So for those of you that can relate, notice it. Notice how often you tend to go down that same familiar rabbit hole. Sometimes even just noticing that that's what you're doing can snap you out of it. So comment below. Tell me that you can relate to what I'm talking about. And thanks for being in the dethroning work with us. Have a great evening. Bye.